Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Mystic Moon. Happy Thursday to everyone. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw it back to a past love. So this is going to be your lost love story. And the topic is I Die Without You. So I used the inspiration from the song from PM Dawn called I Die Without You. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to refer to some of the lyrics in order to create the outline for this particular reading. So we're going to do some of this reading here on this channel. And then as usual, we're going to go into the extended if you guys are interested. So I'll put that link down below and everything that we're going to go into over here as well as over on the extended. All the decks I'm using here today will be listed down below. And look at this cute little Organite. I've only used it one other time, but I thought it was perfect. It's like this Day of the Dead skull thing I've got going on here. This is created by Michelle from Wing & Bell. And I got a candle with my name on it, Mystic Moon. Isn't that so cute? It's from Yankee Candle Company. So when I saw it, I had to get that. Anyways, you guys, so I don't know if I said this, take what resonates, get rid of anything that doesn't. This is a past love situation, somebody that you've probably lost contact with or you've had a falling out with this person. So let's dive right into these messages. We're going to take a look and see visions of you they have throughout the day. So the reason I came up with this particular question was there is a lyric in the song that says, I tend to dream you when I'm not sleeping. So we're going to look at the visions that they have of you throughout their day. So this deck right here is called the Oracle of Visions. Thought it was perfect for this. So let's see what their thoughts look like, their visions of you look like throughout the day. This person that you've lost touch with, this person from the past. Let's see. What does this vision look like? Ooh, okay. So this person, just remember guys, take what resonates, could be an artist or someone who's very creative. So it could be that as they are in their craft, as they're working, as they're creating, they actually have you in mind. So it could be that you're inspiring this person. You're kind of acting like a muse for them. So they could be creating some sort of a story, piece of music, piece of art based on your connection or your experience or just this feeling of missing you or losing you. Okay. This right here is called the Heal Yourself reading cards. Let's see what else this vision looks like. Okay, here we go. Oh, wow. Okay, so it's definitely an energy here of sadness and melancholy. So the fact that they're missing you, the fact that they're, either regretful or something about whatever went down in the past, this is actually inspiring them in their creation, right? So I just kind of get this feeling like this person is creating something like a poetry, they're writing something, they're writing a piece of lyric or something like that, and it's coming from a place of missing you. Wow. So we have that. All right, let's see what else. This is called Tarot Luxe. What else does this vision look like? Ooh, wow, Two of Cups. So the Two of Cups is kind of like this sadness that the two of you are no longer together. They still feel this connection with you despite this separation or no contact that you guys are currently experiencing. So it's definitely through your connection that this individual is creating some sort of art or they're expressing themselves because of the emotions that they feel still tied to you and this connection. All right, let's see what else is their vision that they have throughout the day. So I do feel like this person does think about you. This is being confirmed here in this reading. They think about you and they are sad and melancholy because the two of you are no longer together. Okay, so now we have this energy here. So this is showing me that maybe you have turned away from them. Okay, so they have this vision and they think about this, how you may have turned away from them or how you may have changed. But that long nose kind of reminds me of Pinocchio. So it's kind of like you, the person watching this video, may have or may currently be kind of acting like you don't care about them. Maybe you're ignoring them on social media, you've blocked them, or you're just like you see them in some sort of a setting and you're acting like you don't care, you're acting like you don't see them. So I feel like this person, it is heavy on their mind, okay? That might not be the case for everyone, but I feel like this person, the visions that they have of you is that you've somehow turned away from them, that they no longer have your attention, and I feel like that probably makes them sad, like they've lost you or they've lost some kind of standing in your life. Okay, so let's see what else. We have cycles. I feel like your person has gone through many cycles where they've thought about you and then they've moved on and then somehow you come back. to this person's thoughts. So they are really never able to completely, fully let you go. Even if they've gone into new relationships with other people, it's like you're still there. You're still there in their mind. You're still there. They're thinking about you. It doesn't go away. Okay, let's see what else. We have the sun. So that sun's energy here is very vibrant. It's very bright. It's very positive. It's very powerful. So I feel like thinking about you guys brings this person some sort of joy, and it gives them some sort of hope, or it motivates them. It helps them. It like illuminates their path. So in some sort of a way, it's kind of like their experience with you has actually helped them to grow and expand and to be maybe a better, stronger person. So if they were a certain way with you, or they hurt you, or they made a lot of mistakes, I feel like your person in a way uses your connection as a platform to grow, you know, kind of helping them to change for the better, to be someone better in the future. So they regard you as some sort of a real huge lesson in their life. But your energy shines bright for this person. And so what I'm also getting is that you're outshining other people. So even if they go into other connections, it's not quite the same. They're not able to match this vibration. They're not able to match this energy, unfortunately. And that might be one of the reasons why this person, their vision does include some sort of melancholy and sadness, because the two of you are not there. No other connection is quite the same. All right. What else? Okay, yeah, this is about being protected. First of all, these bees, right, or flies, I should say, sorry, these are fly traps. They're attracted to the fly traps, right? But there's this protective nature, like that they need to protect themselves from these fly traps, or else they're going to be eaten. So this woman here, she is standing there and she's got all these fly traps around her, which is why I'm saying protection. Your person envisions you guarding yourself against them. I do feel like this individual probably did something to you that has, like, you know, caused you now to be on the defense against them. You may not trust this person anymore. You may not even want to let them back in, but yet you still care about them. But you know, maybe, gosh, they really did something awful, and you're not sure that you can ever trust them again. So you might be on guard when it comes to this person. And the reason that it's coming up in their vision is that they know that you have every right to be guarded against them. They know that you are probably protecting yourself against them for a good reason. So they are aware of something here. They're aware of their past deeds. They're aware of the fact that you may not be open to their return or open to speaking to them. You might even be intimidating them. That's what I'm picking up on here. Because that whole pretending, it's like I feel like some of you guys are putting on this hard exterior towards them, but obviously deep down inside you still care. But it's like you have to put on this act. You have to put on this face, because you're afraid you're going to get hurt by this person again, or you're not going to let them know that you still care. So there could be a little bit of that front, that ego going on. But I feel like this person's buying it, because their vision of you is that you may not want anything to do with them, or that they're very intimidated to approach you. They're afraid of your attack. They're afraid of what you're going to say. Okay. Okay, so we have help from above. So what's interesting to me is that as intimidated as this person is by you, they see you like an angel. They may have called you this too when the two of you were dealing with each other, that you were some sort of an angel, that you were helping them on their journey, helping them be a better person, because I kind of get this here. You really inspire this individual to want to be better. But I feel like they sabotaged this. They screwed it up. They hurt their angel. That's what I'm getting here. And so this is one of the reasons why it's kind of like you went from this very angelic energy, and it's like their actions, their behavior forced you to go into this energy. So they know this isn't who you really are, but they know that's how you have to appear towards them. So they see you as both, but it's like that's what you're showing, and this is who they're kind of hoping you still are. Huh. All right, let's see what else. Okay, so we have the Three of Wands. They do see you in their future. They envision what the future might be like, what things could have been like had they not, sabotaged this or done something to break this situation up. So I feel like they definitely have visions. This is kind of like my castles in the sky card, where we're kind of looking, dreaming, kind of Seven of Cups, not exactly, but it's like we're envisioning what the future might hold. We're envisioning what might happen if whatever this is returns, comes back. So as you can see, this person is like standing on the shoreline and you are the ship. You're like the ship that's gone in the night. You're like a ship passing by in the night. And what would happen if you actually, docked there? What would happen next? So I feel like this person has a lot of visions of what the future might hold. What would happen if you returned? What would happen if they returned into your life? There's a lot of energy on that thought. Okay. So this right here, this is interesting. I feel like your person is looking at you and they don't feel as good as you. Now, that might be the tables turning. And this song actually has a lot to do with the tables now being turned. Your person now feeling the way that you used to feel. So it's their turn to be the one to cry. And I am getting that with this particular vision, because this is your person on the floor and this is them looking at you like you're doing so well. You seem to be just fine without them. So now it's their turn to kind of pine over you. It's their turn to really imagine, their life without you, like losing you forever. So I do feel like something has flipped here, and we're actually going to go into that on the extended, how the tables have turned. But that's very interesting to me. Say what you mean. Interesting. Okay, so there's this emphasis on, I wish that we could just have a conversation. I wish I could just tell you exactly how I feel. Say what you mean. I feel like this person thinks a lot about how they wish, because this to me looks like someone who's in a state of regret. They're definitely sad. They're definitely feeling down. And I know that they're looking at what they wish that they could have told you more. They wish that they could have been more honest with you. They wish that they could have told you exactly what they felt or what they meant. I feel like there's something that got misconstrued here, or they didn't know how to express themselves. So unfortunately, there was a lot of miscommunication here, some sort of an issue that may have been caused by communication, the way that something was communicated. So they have a lot of regret that maybe you think certain things that aren't actually true. They didn't actually mean what they said, but they didn't know how to say something any other way. So they're thinking a lot about that as well. How they want to clear any confusion, how they want to actually bring you some sort of clarity with something you might be really confused about. That's a burden on them as well, the Ten of Wands. So something about a conversation that you guys had in the past, or something that was said, or something you heard, this is a real burden for this person. It's kind of like, I am getting this vision that, and this is only going to be for some of you, that something was found out or something was said and you heard it. Okay, or you took something from what they said or you saw, and they just kind of let you go. Like, instead of fixing this, instead of having a conversation and turning this around, your person decided to say nothing or just let this go. And unfortunately, this act has been a real burden on your person, because it weighs heavily on their mind. They think a lot about it. They've kind of just had to just watch you walk away. So that's kind of interesting, because that is another lyric in the song. The lyric in the song is, let's see here. Where did I write this out? Yeah, it was something about losing you. Like I had to just let you walk away. Yeah. I don't know why I'm just like not really seeing this here. Where is this? Oh yeah, here it is. This is going to be in the extended. To watch you walk out of my life and not do a damn thing. That's exactly what that is. So there's a reason that certain songs come to me as channeled, because this is matching up the vibration of the connection for whoever's meant to hear it today. Okay. So your person didn't do a damn thing. They literally watched you walk out from their life, and now they're kind of watching you from afar, and they're seeing you without them now. And this is a burden for this person. It is. The burden is losing you, and the burden is not letting you walk away believing something that wasn't necessarily true. Big burden on this person. So they do think about it a lot. Okay? So now we're going to go ahead and shift gears, and we're going to go into the how do they think you feel about them and this situation. So this was derived from the lyric, or even imagine your emotions, tell myself anything. So like, what is your person telling themselves about how you feel? How do they imagine your emotions are towards them? So how do they think you feel about them in this situation? Let's look. Let's look at this energy. All right. We're going to go into my Divine Feminine Healing Oracle and see, how does your person think that you feel about them and this situation? Ooh, wow. Okay, you guys. I don't feel like this is far off at all, because the vision that they have of you, that you're living your best life. And that's exactly what this says. Living my best life helps me deal with any injustices. Your person just is seeing you kind of just fine. And some of you, yes, could be putting on that front. And I did see it here. Okay. What they're seeing is this. That might not be exactly how you feel, but you've had to protect yourself. You know, you've had to move on. And I do feel like this person is seeing that you have either moved on, or they're at least buying that, if that's what the image that you're putting out there. Now, the revenge energy could also be an indication that your person assumes that you're still pissed. Your person assumes that this is your position, as in if they were to come towards you, you're going to attack them. Not literally, but that's why they're freaking intimidated by you guys. So I feel like there's like major Queen of Swords vibe that's just like, don't mess with me. You're never going to hurt me again. I'm never going to give you an opportunity to either lie to me or to treat me like shit ever again. So they feel this vibe. So let's go into my Goddess Awakened Oracle and see how else they think you feel about them in this situation. I also feel like they fear your wrath. Okay, so even if you were to take them back, would you punish them in some way? We have Hazel in between. Ooh, okay. So this to me tells me that the way that you think about, or the way that they think you think about them, or the way they think you feel about them, that you could be you can go either way. So they're actually kind of in a toss-up here, okay? They're in a toss-up sometimes that maybe they feel like you would be pissed, and other times they feel like, well, maybe not. So they're kind of unsure. I feel like they almost kind of are confused. They're confused. They're not completely settled on this energy. They kind of can go in between here, where sometimes they think that maybe you would be open, and other times they're not so sure. So it's kind of a confusing energy for them. All right, so this is my connections of the Modern World Tarot. What else? Oh my. All right, guys, if your person stuck swords in your back and they screwed you over and they like left you for dead, there's a reason that they know this energy. Like they know they done screwed up. They know that they messed with the wrong person. So I do feel like this individual knows that they're going to deal with some sort of consequence through a conversation. And if they're a weak individual and it's hard for them to, own up to stuff, this might be difficult for this individual to ever face you again. I'm just going to put it out there. But this whole in-between thing, I just feel like they kind of go in between, thinking that maybe they can approach you. And then there are other times where they're just like, ooh, I don't know if that's a good idea, or I don't know if I can handle it. I don't know if I can hang with what you have to say. So this person's kind of in between where you are at. They're not quite sure, actually. So let's go ahead and get some more. Okay, so we do have a promise. Okay, this person could have breadcrumbed you. They could have made some sort of promises, or they could have led you to believe certain things. But at the end of the day, they just literally gave you breadcrumbs, and you were settling for either mistreatment, or you were just settling for less than you really deserved or even were asking for. So this person knew that you wanted more, or, deserved more, but they were not able to give you something. So how they think that you feel about them is that they can't meet your needs, that they almost like they feel like they're not what you're looking for. They don't feel good enough for you now. So I do feel like the roles have reversed here. Your person really is the one. It is their turn to cry now. So I don't know what the hell happened, but something has shifted here big time. All right, let's see what else. Oh my, we got some strong energy here with Lilith now. Non-conformity, like you're not going to settle. So let me go ahead and read this now. I didn't even read it. I will not settle for crumbs. I deserve a great love in this lifetime. There you are in Lilith's energy. I will not conform myself and fit myself to crap. I won't do it. Maybe you did that before, but you ain't going to do it again. And this person knows this now. So I don't know what you did. You shifted, you switched things up, and they're feeling your vibration. They are more in this energy of being now intimidated, but also needing to level up to you. Rise up to your level, not the other way around. So the tables really have turned here. So they know you're not screwing around. So the way that they think you feel about them, they're not sure that you even feel much for them anymore. I do feel like with that in between, they're kind of hopeful that you still might care about them a little. But after they did whatever they did, I'm not sure what that Ten of Swords is. It's kind of like a small chance in hell that you would ever forgive them. We do have the Three of Wands, though, so we have this now a second time in this reading. They do kind of, like, they're hopeful. Maybe after a longer period of time. Maybe some of you, this is very fresh. So maybe they're thinking one day, right? One day, maybe after a bunch of time goes on, and we're not as upset, or you're not as angry anymore, maybe. So they kind of do see or even feel that maybe one day or with time, you could forgive them. So that's where we have this Three of Wands. It's kind of like looking off into the distance. It's a possibility maybe in the far future. For some of you, though, I just feel like even if this is like a long separation, I feel like this person keeps putting it off. And the reason why is because they are really freaking intimidated here. It is coming through. Very intimidated. And they got a lot of stuff to apologize for and a lot of wrongs to make right. All right, what else? Ooh, we have why. They know that you have questions for them. They do. They know that you're confused. They know that whatever they did, it didn't make sense to you. It didn't make sense to you that all of a sudden, like, they just either changed overnight or that they did what they did. It didn't make any sense because for some of you guys, it could have been like you didn't see it coming. It could have been that everything was great. You guys were having a great time. So why would they step out on the connection if you guys had this amazing connection? Why would this person do that? That's just an example. Or why would they say something so terrible? Or why would they, just shift and just act a certain way after being like so great before? So this says, I accept that everything happens for a reason, even if I don't like it or understand the outcome. I feel like this was you. You just had to accept this. You had to accept some crappy situation with this person. They never really gave you closure. You never really got a lot of your questions answered, you guys, with this one. This person didn't give you a lot. They kind of left you hanging is what I'm getting. And that's your person's biggest, baggage now, is that they're left holding this bag of unfinished business. So I feel like you do have some unfinished business too with this person, but they also now equally have it with you. Maybe they thought they were just going to leave you behind and just move on, but it's kind of like this energy is still with them. I feel like now they're kind of even asking themselves questions as to, why they can't accept that it is, that you've moved on or that, things happen the way that they happen. All I know is that they know that they left you with a lot of unanswered questions, and they know that they have a lot to speak about and to explain to you. Again, might be another reason why this person feels overwhelmed. They know that there's a lot of things that they need to bring to the table to make these wrongs right. Pandora, complication. Okay, so for some of you guys, and please just take it if it resonates, if there is other partners now involved, so third-party situations, if we open up Pandora's box, all hell is going to break loose. Complication. There's a lot of complications to being together. There are some things that are in the way. Maybe this isn't a good idea. That could be a part of your person's hesitation of coming towards you. So this reading would be designed to show you that this person does have these feelings, that this is what's going on, but maybe you being with someone or they being with someone, or maybe both of you guys are in other relationships, that could be the complication, because Pandora's box, you want to open it up, but you got to be prepared for the consequences when you open up Pandora's box. Now, if there is no third party situation, this is just the Ten of Swords shit. This is the Ten of Swords of, if I open up Pandora's box, I need to be prepared for the wrath. I need to be prepared for what you're going to do. And that's very scary to your person. It just is. All right, let's see what else. We have the Ten of Pentacles. Yes, some of you guys, this is another relationship. Somebody might be with someone and they're very secure in that relationship, but it might not be that there's a lot of love or connection. We've just been with someone for a long time. We might have children with them. We might have just built a life, or we have a lot of financial ties to someone, but there's not a lot of depth there. This isn't like an ideal or satisfying relationship. I am getting that if there are third party connections involved here, but what I'm getting is that the Ten of Pentacles is commitment. The Ten of Pentacles is building a life together, going all the way. So I feel like this person may want to start over with you, but there's complications here, whether it's third party or just all of this either betrayal or bad behavior on their part that they're going to have to make up for. And I also feel like your person does see your value now. They may not have been able to see your value before, but they certainly see it now. They see you as a valuable asset. They see you as somebody that they want in their life, somebody that they want to grow with. The Three of Wands coming up twice definitely shows me that your person does envision what life would be like with you. And it looks to me that they're thinking you would be a great asset in their life. And I feel like you were before. You inspired this person to want to be better, maybe kind of saving them in a way like an angel, or like keeping them calm or balanced, but they abused that. And I just feel like as time has gone on, as this person has been separated from you, that they think of you even more of a valuable asset to their life in many other ways too, because they've had opportunities to go into other connections. And it's by comparison that they're realizing your value and your worth. And sometimes that's what people need to do in order to realize what they had. And I do feel like that's where your person is. Okay. I feel like they have a lot of regret. All right. Now we're going to go into the song lyric. Is it my turn to totally understand? Okay. So it's going to be, what have they realized about you in this connection recently? What have they realized about you in this connection recently? Let's take a look at that. All right. So we got 4 decks we're going to use for this. Let me just grab them. Okay. All right. So this deck right here is from Fire Witch Tarot. It's called Divinely Connected. What has your person realized about you in this connection just recently? Ooh, we've made it before, we can make it again. Okay, so what they're doing and what they're realizing is that you guys obviously had some sort of a connection in the past, and it was very, very strong. They must have done something here perhaps to screw it up and let it go, but they do believe that you guys can make it again, that you guys can reconnect, because there's still chemistry here. There's still enough of a connection and a foundation that was built before that you guys could do it again. So they've had this realization recently that they want to do it again with you. Okay, this is my Twin Flame Journey Oracle Revised Edition. So that card just flew out. Interesting. We have cycles coming up for a second time, 2 different decks. So Because after a phase, duration, and sequence of events, now they're starting to see that you're that person that they want to do something with. You're that person that they actually want to invest in long term and build a life with. So this is why your person is thinking a lot about you in this connection right now, is because they're having this realization that they want to do this with you again. All right, this is my Earth and Sky Oracle. We have Bear. Now, the bear, you guys, is all about strength, okay? But the bear has been hibernating for a while, and I do feel like this bear, this is like your person, has been withdrawn from you for quite some time, because we do have reserved nature. We also have independent. They could have been alone for a while as well. They may have been in other situations, situationships, or even relationships, or even currently in one, but I feel like this independent vibe, they've had to be on their own as well in order to figure out who they are, okay? We have routine and familiarity. I feel like as they've tried to adapt with other people in other situations, they still feel some sort of a pull or a connection with you. So that's that comparison energy I keep getting. So they're comparing other people to you, and it's not quite the same. Now, we also have protective and fierce. That's your energy. So they're viewing you as someone who's very protective, and that you're going to maybe be a little bit fierce when they try to approach you or deal with you. You can see here this bear is like back off. It's like a warning here. So what they've realized recently is that they're willing to put in some sort of an effort in this next cycle to make these wrongs right. That's what I'm getting from that. Okay, so let's see what else. If I don't drop the cards all over the place. This is my Twin Flame Journey Tarot. Ooh, okay, so we have, oh, okay, wow. So they're done with this cycle. See, cycle completion, cycles. That's crazy. They're done with this cycle of being apart. They're done with this duration of separation. They're done with it. They want to make it with you again. They want to come back together again. Even though they might seem reserved, this is what they want, you guys. So this is what they've realized about you in this connection, is that they can't continue to be reserved about this. If they want this, they're going to also have to be fierce, and they're going to have to freaking bring it. They're going to have to be fearless and deal with whatever consequences you might dish out to them. Okay, but this is the Saturn energy with the world, and Saturn is burden. So it's like this burden keeps getting heavier and heavier on this individual. They may have been in this cycle for a little bit of time where they're feeling a lot of pressure. This pressure to close out this chapter. Let's move on to the next phase. Let's do this already. But they know that they're independently going to have to make a move. They're going to have to do something here. So this has come up in other readings. This individual knows that they're the one that's going to have to bring it. They're not waiting for you to do something, you guys. They know that they're the one that has to make the move here. Okay? And it's going to be a burden on them until they do. All right, what else have they realized recently? Okay, so we have focus on the friendship of this connection to help create a safe space for you both. This is cool. So your individual is actually going to focus on trying to approach you in a friendly way, maybe to rekindle the friendship. So instead of trying to come at you romantically, maybe they're going to try to earn your trust through just being friends. So this person wants to put a lot of focus on getting to know each other once again. Why? Because they know that it's going to be a safe space. Just trying to jump into bed with you or to try to romance you or whatever. I feel like they know that that will not be a safe space for you. So I do feel like this individual is willing to put in some sort of work to try to talk, to communicate, before being physical with you or taking things to a romantic level. So I think that's actually really nice. We have lessons. Ooh, yeah. Okay. So this right here is like they've learned their lesson. Like they don't want to screw this up again. They want you to know that through their experiences and by participating in other situations and maybe even like getting hurt themselves or being lied to themselves, that they've learned how they must have made you feel. So they want to make up for it. They want to make you feel safe. They don't want you to feel fearful of them. So I feel like this person knows that they're really going to have to try here. They're really going to have to bring it. Okay, 2 wanted to come through. Very interesting. The Metal is all about work. Okay, it's about structure, being honest. And this is just like, it's going to take some time. So, a lot of these gears, it looks really rusty. So in order to get this machine moving again, we are going to have to oil it up. We're going to have to work on these things. So they are willing to put in the work in order to create this safe space for you. And then we have the Pig, which is carefree and easygoing. They want to keep the peace. So I feel like this is going to be, they are going to put in effort, but it's also going to be somewhat casual. Like they want this to feel peaceful. They want you guys, they want to like be easygoing with you. They want you to eventually get to a point where you are carefree, that you're not so worried about them or you're not so suspicious of them. So this person knows that they've got a lot of work to do, but the Metal, the gears to me also shows me the insides of something, the inner working of someone. And I do feel like this person, through their experiences, they've learned how to be more honest and more fair. And they see the way that they treated you and the way that they handled you, that it wasn't fair. So they have realized something here, big time realized something. All right, what else have they recognized recently? Realized. Embrace the other lovers that enter your life. They all lead you back to me. Wow. They realize that the lovers that they've had or the other relationships that they've been into, it has led them back to you. Remember, they keep doing this comparison, but it was necessary in order for your person to realize just how unique and special you are and your connection is. So without being in this separation or going into other connections, they wouldn't have been able to come to this realization, you guys. So your separation was necessary. There was some sort of a karmic cycle or lesson that you guys had to go through during the separation in order to lead, it back. And we have now new direction in order to create a new direction. And this fell on my lap, Muse. I do feel like you are a muse to this person. They could even be a muse towards you as well, but they are using what you guys went through as an inspiration to do better, to create things, poetry, songs, art, something, lyrics. But we have new direction. The only way that you guys could go into a new, healthier direction with each other is to go into the separation and to experience other things with other people. There had to be karmic partners. There had to be karmic lessons. There had to be these things in order for these realizations to take place. We have sheep, polite and mild-mannered. So to me, this is someone who was short-sighted, because it does say short-sighted and pessimistic. Your person was too pessimistic, or they didn't believe in love, or they didn't believe in relationships or partnerships at the time. That's going to be for some of you guys. They were like sheep. They were adopting other people's points of view. So they were being controlled, or they were allowing themselves to be controlled back then. But I feel like since then, they've taken a new direction. They're no longer sleeping. And it does say polite and mild-mannered. I do feel like they may have not told you certain things because they didn't know how. So they were just trying to be polite. But what they did is they ended up actually, by like not speaking to you and not doing certain things or telling you certain things, it actually hurt you more. It was in poor taste, actually. It wasn't in good taste. It was poor taste. They didn't have etiquette. But I feel like maybe they may not have wanted to hurt you, so they withheld things from you. But at the end of the day, it actually made matters worse. And I don't think that your person realized that that was going to happen. So I feel like what they realized is that they want to be more honest. They want to be more open with you. They know that that's the better way to go. Yep, we have the Magician. This person alone has the power in their hands to make a move, to create change in the situation. And that tool that they're going to use, I feel, is going to be the sword. And that sword is to make communication, to break the silence between the two of you. So the power is in their hands right now when it comes to whether the two of you will reconcile or the way that this is going to go next. So they're the deciding factor here, because I feel like you, the person watching the video, you've done enough. You've done enough. Now it's their turn. It is their turn to be the one to cry, but it also is their turn to be the one to try to create some sort of new direction here. So that's what I have for you guys today. So we are going to go into some deeper messages. I'll tell you what they are. So we are going to see, what have they gone through after losing you? Also, what is your person most sorry about? How have the tables turned around on them? And what is your person prepared to do in order to win you back? So if you guys are interested in joining me over there, I will put that link down below. And thank you guys so much for choosing to watch this reading. Take care. Bye-bye.